you know a Take 3 video has started. Dogs barking loudly. It's a good video. It's a good video, guys.
Happy Halloween, everybody! Welcome to another
Happy jump scare.
Take Three's Schmoedown reaction. I'm here with the host of the Reactor Summit. I will call her boss, sometimes masters, and sometimes the only woman that exists in Take Three since 1995. Well, Jen was here for a while. Well, I don't know, Kristen.
Well,
this is gonna this is gonna stay on the cut. So
welcome to the Star Wars jump scare reaction. Every 5 minutes or so, the dogs will bark, but it'll be very random, so you can't prepare yourself for it. Just wait, it'll happen. No, we're going to be reacting to the Star Wars match between Andrew Dimalanta and Lauren Kelly. I'm pretty excited. It's going to be a good match. These guys both debuted at the same time at Star Wars Celebration earlier this year. They both had a very impressive showing. And Andrew's a great guy, and I hope he wins. He's my pick to win. But Laura is no slouch. She definitely knows her stuff. She showed that she knows her stuff at Celebration. She did exceptionally well. And yeah, either one of these guys could take it. Abe, do you have a take? Who do you think is going to be getting the win on this?
Kristen, I have 3 takes. But like I was thinking about it, and I'm gonna pick Laura Kelly, because she's called like my mom. My mom's
Okay.
name is Laura, so
That's a
we're
good
gonna
name.
go with her.
It's a good name. No, I mean, I think
My
that's
mom
a
hates
fair
her
pick.
name, but
I think that's a fair pick. You feel free to pick people based on their names, especially if you have no take on the actual
also if you think about it, if no like mixed couple wins the tournament, the yeah, the tournament, no woman is gonna be on spectacular if she
That's
doesn't
true.
win.
That's true. So it'll be very male heavy.
Yeah, so
We're way into the patriarchy here at the Schmo. I'm just
yeah.
joking. Yeah, so it'll hopefully, well, maybe not. Hopefully she'll win, but I do like Andrew, so he's my pick to win. But if Laura wins, it's like, you're picking apples and oranges. They're both delicious fruits. Who cares who wins? I'm sure the competitors care if they win or not. So we're gonna start, and yeah, let me get on to the right screen here.
November 4th, a new era begins, and that is the Schmoedown Entertainment Network. SEN, the Schmoedown Entertainment Network. Here. It's going to be a super chat funded network. We're not backed by any corporations. We don't have a big sponsor. This is really your network. Every stream that we do, you guys dictate the conversation. It's all funded by you guys. It's me, Christian Harloff. I am here. Joining me on the stream today is Mr. Brett Sheridan. Hello, RB3.
Hey.
Kate Mulligan has joined us.
Winston
Marshall, Mark Ellis. Who do you want to see? What kind of shows you want to see? What kind of content you want to see? So starting November 4th, I will be doing a morning show. We'll be doing a Star Wars show. Mark and I will start doing full-on reviews. We'll do full-on spoiler reviews, TV news, sports news. I'm going to do a full Schmoedown podcast. This network is just going to be us shooting the shit. This is meant for everybody. Go on over to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook group. Follow us all on Twitter. Follow the Instagram channel. Do all that stuff. The Schmoedown Entertainment Network, mother Fs. Starting November 4th, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. We will see you next time. Thanks for joining us.
All right, Star Wars.
So much.
Oh, there's Emma.
That reminds me, I really need to talk to Mara. Let me write that down.
Someone who was behind the curtain.
Next season.
Oh,
You called?
well,
Mara,
there you go.
you have got to stop doing that. That's just, yeah, you have got to stop putting so much lotion behind your knees. Just letting you know. Okay, weird. Well, just
Wow,
so great that you
loud.
are here, though, because I did actually have something that I need to talk to you about, which is, I know that you were previously stalking Robert Meyer Burnett.
You can't prove that to a legal definition.
Sure. Except that you actually told me that you were stalking him, but never mind. The point is...
Don't use my words against me. Only I can use my words against me.
Great. The point is that I am not ignoring you. And I
know I've been paying very close attention.
Why does
then
anyone
you
have
know
a picture of
already
that
that I've been taking a very close
in her
look at
office?
exactly what it was that you were promised. And that was a title shot in New York City, live at the opening event for the Schmoedown season.
Yes, we agree.
So that is exactly what I am offering you, is a spot in the live event in New York City at the opening of the 2020 season. Title shot against whoever is the current Interdictum champion.
I hear you. I gotta wonder though if, like, I thought we really had a true Ross and Rachel situation here. Like, will we? Won't we? Will we? Do we? But I'm really thinking now that we're almost more like an early 2000s romantic comedy where now that the thrill of the chase is over, am I really still interested in you?
I mean,
in the title shot.
Yeah. Can I perhaps entice you with free pizza?
Free pizza.
I like free pizza.
New York City pizza.
Food and drink.
Yeah.
Any drink I want.
Any drink you want. We will make sure that we have it.
Obscure
backstage.
Japanese sodas.
While we will do our best.
Cinesticks.
Okay?
Got it. A girl after my own heart. And apparently my stomach. So, all right, you got it.
All right.
Gotcha. So, I'll see you at your place later.
I would rather not. Also, Mara, I can still. I know you're there.
Do you?
It would be funny if she wasn't there when they turned back, but that didn't happen. We're gonna get this volume figured out. That cutscene was.
Do you know anything about Star Wars trivia?
No, not really.
Welcome back to the movie.
Abe, how's that volume for you?
We are.
It's better.
Mark,
do you want me to turn up a little bit?
Almost that time of year.
No, it's good now.
Okay.
All the time
I'm gonna turn it up
on the line, but we need to find the number one contender for that Star Wars championship, held by Alex the Demon Damon, and we got two competitors here today. Mark, it's going to be a good one.
It's going to be an incredible matchup for this number one contender slot. You know, Christian, there's a lot of great science fiction fare out there. You have your Star Treks of the world, you have your Krulls, but Star Wars is the only one that we do matches year-round here at the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. And boy, do we have two knowledgeable subjects here today about to endure the white-hot spotlight of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. It is not their first foray into Star Wars trivia with us.
No, it is not, and that's exactly right, because for a long time, the dance was Sam Witwer, Alex Damon, Joseph Scrimshaw,
it would be nice
Ken
if he would come
and what
back,
a tango it was.
And that was it. So we thought.
He's too busy
But
now.
then at Star Wars Celebration, we found we put five competitors up against each other. But who really stood out? It was Andrew Dimalanta, who was a patron. He was a patron. He had an audition. He made it to the five-way and came in second right after Scrimshaw.
This was such a good match.
Laura Kelly, who I found on Twitter, who had expressed interest.
She a patron?
She's not a patron.
She giving us money yet?
Not yet. Maybe after this match. No, but she expressed interest in playing, and I said sure. I looked at her podcast, and I said, okay, she knows what she's talking about, and boy, did she! Not only did she have one of the best performances in round one, she won that crowd over. They were cheering her, chanting her name at the end, and people were thinking she was gonna go at the end. She got a very tough 5-pointer that took her out at the very end, but she has been studying. She is ready, and she wants to take on Dimalanta, who's also very hungry to face Alex Damon.
I heard about all the carnage that went down. I was busy taping my special also in Chicago. That's very
very funny.
It's a very funny.
Wasn't he there?
Here today, what we're excited about is this matchup, and each competitor had a little something to say pre-show. Let's take a look.
Christian, I believe you live in Chicago. I have no knowledge of Chicago other than the very
I do. I live right here. Laura's also from Chicago.
We have to find 5 competitors that we thought were going to be able to really have a chance to give him a shot, and we think he's found him.
We live in the same area. Apparently.
I love these promos. They're so wonderful.
It's a good song.
Hi,
good
I'm
promo
Alice,
song.
and I'm the manager of
So is
Laura
Alice
the Luminous. Kelly.
really
we
short,
are part
or
of
is
Force
Laura
Toast,
just
a Star Wars
really
Happy Hour
tall?
podcast, and we actually met doing Star Wars trivia around Chicago. So we're super stoked to be here
I
and
think both.
see if all of our hard work
Maybe
pays
both.
off.
I'm Andrew,
no,
the
an
Hunter
ad.
Dimalanta, because I'm hunting for that shit.
Hi. This is not
So,
sponsored by Under Armour.
So ads are great.
Championship. Last time Chicago
It doesn't
came
show
up a
that there
little
should
short
be
against
any ads.
Scrimshaw. Bottom line, I was not ready for Damon that day.
Hopefully
I'm
it
ready for
didn't
Damon
just
now.
spoil
I'm
the
glad that I
match
get a
as
second
my
chance at
scroll
it today against Laura Kelly.
That would be unfortunate.
So Star Wars Celebration was a lot of fun. It was definitely a learning experience for me. I think I walked away with some really great lessons about how to really do this competition. What we ended up doing was putting out the call for questions on our show for help with trivia. And we got a lot of it, which was amazing. So I've got Alice as my manager, but I have a lot of coaches out there, and I'm really grateful for all of them.
Laura Kelly, I was so surprised when I saw her. I was underestimating Laura and Andy.
I think
I'm not gonna
everyone
do that today.
was
I'm totally
underestimating
prepared for her
Laura because
today.
no one knew
It
who
would
she
mean
was.
so much to me to go up against Alex Damon at the Spectacular in front of a live crowd.
I would be really excited to be there in Los Angeles. That is going to be a lot of people. It's going to require maybe a little bit of pre-gaming before, as is our usual style.
Yeah, I'll just avoid too much fireball to do whoop whoop.
Yeah, maybe not as much fireball.
I worked hard to get into the Schmoedown. I went to the Patreon and studied my ass off, but you came out in Chicago and surprised everyone, became a superstar like Christian said, but you're going to come up short today. You're a bump in the road to my championship run, and I'm going to beat you today and head to the Spectacular, and Alex, you better be ready for me.
So it's been a long 2 months of studying, a lot of cramming these last few days. Very much looking forward to playing Alex Damon in December. And Andrew, I'll tell him you say hi when I'm there.
Christian, why are we not wearing a Star Wars shirt?
Now, I loved what they both said. I love because they both want to play Damon because, let's face it, Damon right now, a lot of people think
and a guy told me today that he liked
Galactic Empire, if you will.
Maybe so. So can they find that weakness? Because nobody else has been able to do it so far.
Oh,
and
that is the right
could
graphic.
they be the
I'm
ones
like,
to do it? But they have to take one. One of them has to go. Who's it going to be? Who's going to win? But both Laura and Andrew are very determined. They've both been studying. They both want this match, and they both want to go to the Spectacular.
So you're saying right now they're both Luke Skywalker with the blast shield on, and they're doing the thing, and the Millennium Falcon.
Yep,
one of them is going to get
thing.
shot by that little ball that floats, and the other one is going to become a Jedi Knight and possibly shoot down the Death Star.
We're going to find that
exciting.
out.
From the movies.
Tail of the tape, Mark.
Was the Death Star a metaphor for Alex Damon?
They're really good at stuff. Go ahead and take a gander, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
I think Andrew is good at Star Wars, and I think Laura is good at Star Wars.
Okay, I wasn't listening. I was looking at the first round questions. I got 2 of them right.
Okay, good. So that's good. Okay, well, with that, are you ready?
2's not
I don't know
horrible.
anymore.
Well, you don't have to answer.
Are you
Okay,
ready?
I'm ready to ask questions.
Okay. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. All right. Number 1 contender match in the Star Wars division. Introducing first. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Laura the Luminous Kelly. Laura the Luminous.
Here comes
She's
Laura
got those
Kelly.
Ahsoka blades.
She is
Very
surrounded
cool.
by the light side. Her manager is escorting her out, and she is ready to go, Mark.
Not 1, but 2 lightsabers. That's kind of like Anakin Skywalker in Revenge of the Sith.
Or just like Ahsoka.
Right.
In
He did the
Clone
2
Wars.
lightsabers in Revenge of the Sith.
It's cool. It's cool, guys.
Saw that
It's
movie
cool.
in theaters.
And her opponent.
So I hear good things about this entrance. Yay!
Andrew, I thought you already left for Los Angeles.
Los Angeles? What do I do in Los Angeles?
Your Schmoedown match?
My Schmoedown match isn't until...
Is he gonna die at the end?
Oh my God!
Maybe. You never know. It's pretty cool.
That's cool. He must have a really big garage.
He must have a pretty big garage. I think he flew past Los
Happy
Angeles.
beeps, buddy. Come on. We can still make that time.
This is crazy. His channel is so underwatched. People need to watch it because he does that stuff like all the time on his channel.
Right off the X-wing, ladies and gentlemen, he is Andrew.
This is a great
the Hunter Dimalanta.
There's Andrew. He just made it.
That was great. That was a great entrance. He's probably spent a ton of time on that.
He looks a little out of breath, but he has made it. You know, we have X-Wings on Earth. We call them Honda Civics.
Yeah, where'd your car go?
Probably double parked.
Someone's car is smashed.
Imagine being like a meter cop and putting a ticket on an X-Wing. Yeah.
All right. So the two competitors have sat down.
That was a great entrance. I loved it. That was fantastic.
How does round one work?
That's right. That's good
Even more
foreshadowing. We'll be
reason that
asking
Andrew
questions
did.
in each and every round here today.
A live
In round
event
number
with
one,
a great
competitors,
entrance
the
like that.
field will hear 10 questions from 10 different corners of Star Wars
Christian, I
movie
believe
trivia
X-Wings do
know-how.
not-
Each question
do
we
not
ask is worth
exist.
1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number one. As soon as we ask the question, both competitors write down your best attempt at an answer
have
on the
scissors.
whiteboard in front of you.
Oh, that's
Once
cool.
we address you by name to
Is that
reveal
'cause
your
you're
answer,
gonna
please
take out your
show
tether?
what you wrote on the whiteboard to the
I'm gonna
camera.
cut my
At the
hair
same time, you
right
verbalize
now.
the answer into the
Please
microphone.
don't.
Penmanship is always appreciated. I'll remind each competitor throughout the duration of the match, you have 3
That's
usages
okay.
of the JTE
Yeah, you
rule.
shouldn't do that.
You can give yourself another 15 seconds. If you hear a question, you didn't hear it correctly, or just want to buy yourself more time, use the JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to be used at any point throughout the 3-round match.
Remember, with that challenge, if you do challenge and it is overruled, you lose the challenge. However, if you challenge and you get
It's
the
upheld
challenge and it's upheld,
is the term we
thank
came
you
up
so
with.
much. You will keep the challenge and you will be able to use another one if you need it.
Hey, may the force be with you both.
No, nice.
Huh?
Nah.
I like what you
It's
did
from
there.
It's from the Star
From the
Wars.
I like what
Yeah.
you did there. All right, so we will ask Andrew Dimalanta, are you ready?
Here's where the fun begins.
Laura Kelly, are you ready?
Let's do this.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown. All right. Question 1 comes from A New Hope. In A New Hope, while hiding on the Death Star, where does C-3PO tell the stormtrooper he'd like to take R2 so they might get away from them?
R2, I believe you're referring to R2-D2.
Your favorite character in all of Star Wars?
It saves everybody asses multiple times.
Say that.
Nobody
5,
makes it through those movies alive.
To where the chiefs are.
1, we start with Andrew.
To the hungry.
Maintenance.
Yes.
Yeah,
Laura.
Maintenance.
Tie game. Okay.
All right. Our next question
Things
comes
like
from
that should
Attack of the Clones, episode Dose. And your question, in the film Star Wars Attack of the Clones, we learned that Padme served how many terms as Queen of Naboo?
She should have served longer, I'll tell you that.
Well, now,
3?
What's the voting system?
I want to say it's 2,
Is it-
but I think
I
it
mean,
was
she's a
longer than that.
queen. So technically, you're not like stumping
4,
for votes and kissing babies every
three,
But 2 sounds
Mm.
okay.
2.
Makes no sense that a
4.
queen
And
has
start with Laura.
terms.
2.
Yes, Andrew.
Okay, I was right with
Here we
2.
go.
No,
Tie.
they
All right,
have terms on
back and forth
Naboo
we
because
go.
the queen
2
is
brilliant terms.
All right, question 3.
a
That's
voted
Return of the
in
Jedi.
thing. They have terms.
In Return of the Jedi, who does Jabba
Naboo politics.
call a weak-minded fool?
All right, I'm going to say something that's a little controversial here.
Luke
What if we
Skywalker?
took, the
I don't know,
Padme
Christian.
I'm pretty
I
sure
only
that's
seen
it.
Return of the Jedi like
that
3
towards
times.
maybe healthcare.
A weak-minded
that's
fool.
not
It sounds like
controversial,
Luke to
That's-
me.
that's
She gets
topical.
really done up
5,
for public appearances, and I
4,
don't think it's all that necessary.
3, 2, 1. We start with Andrew.
Did Fortuna.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's
Bib Fortuna.
unfortunate.
Who is that
3,
guy?
the number 1 contender match.
That's
There
the
you
one
go.
that I
Bib
would have
Fortuna
gotten
is
correct.
his assistant. He's
We
the
move on
villain.
to, I don't know why I get to ask the prequel questions.
whatever.
The Phantom
He's the guy.
Menace
He's got
is
the-
your next topic. And in that film,
Weird
on what
things on his
other
head.
planet did Qui-Gon say he had witnessed pod races?
On
I think there's probably a lot of those. It's outer space NASCAR, and so sometimes you want to go to
Camino?
Rotterdam, sometimes you want to go to Daytona.
Yeah, I don't know. 5,
Starts with an M.
You're playing along so
Two.
well.
I'm just shocked at these questions. One, and pens down, please, and we start with Laura.
Coruscant?
Malister.
Yes, and Andrew.
Malister.
See, I knew it started with an M. See, I was like on the right
How
track.
in the world?
These are tough
these
questions. I think
people
I'm
know
more
this?
impressed that Laura and Andrew
I knew
got
the
them right
first
thus
letter.
far. We have 2 perfect rounds going. So
I'm
Force
1
Awakens is in this
ninth
category.
as good as they are.
In The Force Awakens, who gave Finn Luke's old lightsaber?
Maz.
obviously
Kanata.
Finn.
I knew that one. I
Finn
knew that.
Wolfhard, star of Stranger Things.
How long before he shows up?
Made a
in Star
cameo
Wars?
in The Force Awakens.
He was lightsaber
Obviously, I've
5,
seen The Force Awakens
4,
more recently than the
3,
other ones.
2, 1. Andrew.
Maz Kanata.
Yes, Laura.
Maz Kanata.
5-5. What a match!
Big
What a
fan of
match.
Maz Kanata. I'm
Listen, I
a
was
big
gonna
Maz
comment on
Kanata
that
fan.
too.
More screen time for Maz Kanata.
What
Your
nice-
next question
They
comes
should have
from
a
Revenge of the
contest for
Sith.
best handwriting in the Schmoedown.
And in the film Revenge of the Sith,
It should be one of the
who
awards in January.
pilots the ship that delivers Obi-Wan Kenobi to Mustafar?
Jar Jar.
That's a good query.
I love this.
And
Thanks.
at Mustafar, careful where you step, it gets hot. Oh, boy.
Whoa. You were doing good up until that.
Wow.
5, 4, 3,
I
You can
was.
see
2,
this?
1. Pens down, and Laura.
C-3PO?
Yes, Andrew. Wow, look at this. 6-6.
Wow.
This is crazy.
Even the
I'm
gang
like,
in
do
the
they even
booth
show
reacting.
he's piloting the ship?
All right.
Wouldn't he
Empire
have just
Strikes
piloted
Back
the ship?
is the next category.
The second greatest Star Wars film of all time.
First.
I
In
thought it was a
The
trick
Empire Strikes Back, R2 relays to C-3PO that the odds of surviving the night on Hoth outside the base is what? No chance.
300
Getting hot.
Yeah.
I remember the
one.
asteroid field
This-
one. It was like 2,000 something or other to.
I don't know.
But the I
300.
didn't even know that he gave him the odds.
5,
48
4,
in a million.
3,
71
2,
to 1. I don't
1.
know.
Andrew,
725 to
Oh.
1.
you had 725 on there. You didn't have to 1.
Oh.
725 to 1.
That's correct. So Laura
That's
gets the extra point.
stupid.
There. You didn't write it down. It's a mistake. It's a,
I do numbers.
Yeah,
You have to write it down.
That
Get it correctly. So Laura
sucks.
takes the lead here.
Oh,
That could be the match.
no.
Is from
That could
Rogue
be the
One.
match.
Is the
Oh,
category.
no.
In the film Rogue One, Star Wars story, young Jyn Erso had what kind of doll as a toy?
A stormtrooper doll, right?
What was your favorite?
I
toy?
believe so, Kristen.
I was a big
Animal.
He-Man guy.
Yeah, animal from the.
Because
Really?
that's
yeah, like,
funny.
I had like the full puppet 5.
I don't know. Is it a
Yeah, was that
stormtrooper
forward
doll?
to the
Please stick your
studio
hand up.
audience.
Is it enough?
Okay, focus on the
I
camera.
don't know
Like,
what he's doing.
do they make
Guy's telling
stormtrooper dolls
jokes all
in
day.
Star Wars?
5, 4,
I don't know. Capitalism is interesting.
2.
Do they
1.
have
Hands
capitalism
down.
at the
And
beginning of Rogue
Laura.
One?
She had several, but I put Stormtrooper.
That's correct. And Andrew,
Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper is correct. Okay,
I
so
guess capitalism is
Laura
alive and
Kelly.
well.
Laura Kelly.
I believe
is
that
still-
is only
still
the
perfect
trailer.
Here. We have 2 more questions in round number 1.
All right. Your next question is asked by Christian.
That's true. The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi. Poe was demoted to what rank in The Last Jedi? Both very impressive so far.
You see that Adams Family movie?
Not yet.
Got Poe Dameron.
Have you watched that Adams Family
I'm a
movie?
big Addams
Kristen?
Family guy.
3.
No.
It's
I haven't
really
seen
bad.
anything in
1.
the
Hands
theaters
down,
for a
please.
long
We'll start
time.
with Andrew.
Captain.
Yes. And
Captain.
Captain is correct. Laura
Captain.
Kelly has not
Captain.
missed 9-8. Now, if
That
Laura
seems like an
Kelly
obvious
hits this
answer.
next one, she will
Wow,
have a
we're
perfect
really good
round.
at Star Wars.
So here
I
is
tell
the
you,
question mark.
it's a good
The
thing.
question comes from
that
Solo.
We're so good at Star Wars.
Star
Abe.
Wars Story. Brought to you by
Kristen,
Denny's.
I saw the Star Wars movie for the first
In
time when I
Solo,
was
Star Wars
15 years
Story,
old.
what did
I'm 22
Han
now.
try and bribe the gate officer with? And this is where I just wash my hands and go watch sports. Seriously. I did enjoy the
What
movie
did he steal?
thoroughly. I think it's
5,
very rewatchable.
The
4,
A piece of
3.
cardboard.
2, 1. Laura for the perfect round
A vial of refined
Yeah.
hyperfuel.
yeah.
is incorrect. And
It's,
we have
Coaxium?
coaxium. Is
There
correct.
you go.
Same thing, isn't it?
Is it?
I mean,
Is it
it
a
is,
challenge?
but they probably were looking. It is.
I would challenge.
It's
Yeah,
fuel.
it's
Get a
another
challenge?
name for the same thing.
Okay, challenge.
But if they were
is
looking
on
for the
table
exact
here.
name, then yeah. Or is coaxium the raw?
We are back from the
form
challenge.
and the refined
Kelly
form is
challenged whether coaxium and her answer were the same thing. We did some research on Wikipedia, and it ends up that, yes, we
Wikipedia.
can accept that as an answer
Okay.
along with coaxium. So Laura Kelly has pitched a perfect round number
But
one.
she doesn't know what coaxium is.
Andrew also gets a point because he had coaxium, and it is now Laura who has the bonus question that we asked to Jester. So Laura, you don't have to write down the answer to this. You can just answer it whenever you're ready within that 15-second
The
window.
atomic number of chlorine.
All right, here you go, Laura. This
I
is just
don't
for you.
know.
After being tortured, who noted? They never even asked me any questions.
Han, right?
Han Solo.
Correct for one more point.
All right.
Laura Kelly
That was
going up
in
by
the-
2 here now. It is 11-9.
trilogy.
Now,
I
Laura,
was
just to let you
tortured
know,
once.
because your challenge
That was in
didn't win
the.
that challenge.
No, that was in The Empire Strikes Back.
Andrew also retains his challenge as
You know
well
when you
as
say
3
something
usages
and you're
of the
like, "That's
JTE
right," and
rule
then
for
you're
each
like, "No,
competitor.
it's-
As we move
that's
on to
wrong,
round number
that's
2,
wrong.
this is the wheel round, the wheel of fate,
That's like
doom,
my entire
and
life.
justice, or destiny in this case. You will see on the wheel 12 categories from 10 different corners of movie,
Justin,
trivia, Schmoedown,
underrated.
Star Wars know-how. We went to the outer rim of the galaxy to get these questions, and they're right there on the wheel. Once a competitor settles on a category, you're going to hear 5 questions from said category. Each question is worth 2 points. There's no penalty for missing a question. However, stealing is available in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. Laura, you currently enjoy a 2-point lead over Andrew. So the decision is yours. Would you like to spin the wheel first or defer?
Get out of here,
I
Ad.
will defer.
Going to defer. Right.
Here comes Andrew.
Andrew, please spin by the wheel.
I will not
the pegs.
defer. Anytime there's a Star Wars match, they literally
the
should
pegs, and
all
the spin
say
is
that.
in.
Good spin by Andrew. Like
Because
that.
it's
Good spin. I'm
the
still
only
familiarizing
time
myself with these
quicker.
competitors and what they hope to spin. But Christian, I don't really see a weakness as far as
I will
the
not
classic
defer.
trilogy, the prequels, or the new. What do we call the new ones?
Oh, I'll tell you.
The Disney.
The new trilogy.
He has spun.
What is that?
Star
That is going to be
Wars.
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
Yeah.
So what is
He has spun Star Wars.
What's the process for them like to select
Spin
which
again.
Spin
movie to
again.
do?
Spinning away from.
It's like
And we
they
are
all
going to
the
go
same.
with
They
whatever
probably
the
want
ticker is
some movie.
pointing to.
So yes, whatever this lands on, Andrew will have to take this. And
I don't know why he wouldn't have taken The Force Awakens.
Right.
He does enjoy a
It's
2-point lead.
Round and round it goes.
I guess maybe he's more comfortable with the maybe the orig, but
And
I
this
feel
could
like,
be Solo, a Star Wars
ooh.
story.
Solo.
All right, Solo, a Star Wars story it is.
Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. So we start with Andrew Dimalanta, who is going to have the category of solo.
A Star Wars story.
Correct. All right, Mark, you want to go ahead with those?
I would love to, Christian. I'd love nothing more than to ask Andrew his 5 questions for 2 points each, Andrew. Remember, you do have multiple choice in your back pocket should you need it. Your first question of 5. What is the name of the Grindelwald that brought Han and Kira before Lady Proxima and later chased them in his land speeder?
What a question!
Pollock.
Oh my
2
god!
points for Andrew. Yep.
It's like a character who has like
Meanwhile, I
a
was not
minute
even
of screen
sure what I was
time,
asking.
probably tops. Like
Your
he
next
has like
question,
no ridiculous. That's
Paul
ridiculous.
Bettany plays a high-ranking crime boss of what
The
crime
Red
syndicate?
Something red, Crimson Dawn. Crimson Dawn.
Crimson Dawn.
It's also a great film starring Patrick Swayze.
Like, is
2
that
more
from a
points.
video game I played, or
Do you
did
like
I
Solo?
actually remember a Star
And Andrew
Wars?
back on the leading side. He's now got a 13-11 lead. Your next question in the world of Solo, a Star Wars story. Using the same armor Lando later wears in Return of the Jedi, Tobias Beckett goes undercover on Kessel using what name?
Tool.
It is Tool. 2 more points. And Andrew is perfect thus far. Andrew, you have 2 questions left in the world of Solo. Your penultimate question. This style of combat, first made famous in a 1997 Star Wars video game, was used by Kira on Kessel.
Terrace Kasi.
We're making up our own martial arts now. Look at this.
Really
2
good.
more points.
Jeez.
Andrew's got it. And 1 question remains.
That's
In
crazy.
the world of Solo, a Star Wars story. For 2 more points, what is the name of the Wookiee slave that Chewie freed on Kessel and then in turn helped Chewie, Han, and the gang?
I don't know. It's all Wookiee to
Korean
me.
for apple. Sagwa.
Wow, impressive.
I knew the Korean for apple part.
Really impressive. All right, is that
I enjoy myself a sagwa. I try to have one sagwa a day because it keeps the doctor away.
All right, so Andrew Dimalanta hits all his questions.
That's crazy.
That was very impressive.
Those are all
Now
really
Laura
hard.
will spin. Please,
Well, except
Laura,
for the
spin the wheel,
one,
not
but
the peg. She's now going to try to do the same thing that Andrew did to keep her lead. There's a good spin by Laura.
Round and round it goes. What movie would you hope to see on the wheel? Empire? Yeah. I think I could ace a Jedi, perhaps.
And we are looking at Star Wars.
Hey, that's the New Hope one.
That is New Hope.
Would you like to keep a New Hope, or do you want to spin again? She's going to stay.
I was going to say.
So she's going to stay with episodes.
You would think they'd stay with any of them because they should be good at all of the categories.
So here we go. Right. We have a New Hope.
This is my favorite Star Wars movie, and I bet you I cannot answer one of any.
Be fair here.
We're going to find out, aren't
First
we?
question. What number was Princess Leia's detention cell number?
3827. Right?
Cell 2187.
218.
Correct.
Sounds like a good pin number.
You know, Christian, I knew it had a 1 on it.
All right, question 2.
Why didn't you say it?
Choice option should you need.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they need to do it. Who sits next to Luke at the briefing prior to the first Death Star battle?
It's not Wedge.
Cole Tackbright, aka Fake Wedge.
Fake Wedge.
That's correct.
That is correct.
That is
correct. Okay. That's correct. Okay.
Are we including like actual canon or the movies themselves?
The movies themselves.
Can I challenge that?
Sure.
Huh.
What's
because in the movie wise, it's Wedge Antilles.
Okay.
Oh.
The new canon, it's Fake Wedge. So it depends on whether you want it to be the movie trivia.
If you're using Wikipedia for your challenges, it's gonna say Fake
Well,
Wedge.
we use a number of different sources, so we'll take a look and see what's the fairest ruling possible.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What a bunch
I don't
of
know what to say. I'm just shocked.
All right,
with
we are
those
back,
things.
and because Andrew
these
brings up a
people know
great
Star Wars
challenge
so
where
well.
it
It
was
makes me
made
really
into
sad.
new canon. Was it Fake Wedge?
'Cause I
Was
don't
it
know it
actual
this
Wedge?
well
So
at all.
the fairest way to
Wow.
rule this question, in our opinion, is to accept Laura's answer or Andrew's answer. Either one would have been acceptable for that question, and therefore, Laura Kelly gets the 2 points.
Interesting.
Okay.
I mean,
Laura
he will
shows
keep you
your
challenged
next question
because
is
it.
question number 3.
I'm going to uphold that
No?
challenge. I think that Andrew should retain a challenge.
Oh, well, that's
Oh.
nice. I was going to say, I
Okay.
mean, he used his
What
challenge and it
band
was.
is playing in the cantina while Han Solo makes a deal with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker?
Figuring
Greedo.
Dawn on the modal nodes.
Wow. Yes, that is correct.
I did not know they had a front man.
No, I didn't either. All right, here we go. This is question number 4.
Figuring
Oh
Don,
my
the second
gosh.
front man after Bon Scott tragically passed away.
Question number 4. All right. What kind of creature attacked Luke in the trash compactor on the Death Star?
A thing.
A Dianoga.
This is unbelievable. Yes, that
A
is
thing.
correct. And
That's probably
finally,
the
Laura,
easiest
to
one
take the
out of
lead
all the
back
ones
here,
that
your
she's
fifth
answered so
question.
far.
in A New Hope, who is the only main character to be mentioned by name in the opening crawl text?
Obi-Wan.
Princess Leia.
Yeah,
You
Leia.
didn't need 20 seconds. You got it.
It was definitely the Leia.
21.
Very impressive
That
stuff.
is a very impressive second round by
The
both.
Leia.
Both used their challenge
That was the
very
easiest
well.
one.
Yeah.
Both know their
her
stuff, and I'll
set.
tell you, Alex Damon right now might have a
But
little bit of sweat on.
Those
him,
were
probably.
still really hard.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, this is
Either
really
one of these guys
great
could
test
beat
of
Alex.
Star Wars movie trivia Schmoedown know-how as we veer into round number 3. You're not actually going into a round 3. Yes, we are. In round number 3, each competitor is going to hear 3 questions. These questions will increase in point value with each subsequent query, and we need some help from our competitors. What we need from each one of you is a series of numbers. We need 3 numbers from each of you. They can range from 1 to 20. You cannot repeat numbers. Each one of those numbers corresponds to a
Christian,
different
if
category
you were in
of
this
movie
model, which
trivia,
numbers
Schmoedown, Star
will you
Wars
choose?
know-how. Your first question is worth 2 points. Next one's worth 3 points. The last one
2,
is worth 5 points. There is no penalty for missing a
9,
question. There is no
10,
stealing available in round number 3.
13.
So, Laura, because you have a 2-point lead over Andrew, you're going to give us your 3
think
numbers
those are some good
first,
numbers.
from 1 to 20.
I will
feels
pick
lucky?
6,
Let's
9,
do
and
3,
15.
5, and 18.
Because
3, 5,
69 and
18 for
6
Laura
plus
and
9
for
is
Andrew.
50.
7, 11, and I still 19.
7, 11, and 19 for
they all picked the
Andrew.
wrong
We will
numbers.
start with Andrew, who chose number 7. Andrew, you chose Revenge of the Sith for 7. According to Obi-Wan, only blank.
Only Sith deal in
deals in
absolutes.
A Sith.
Correct.
2
That
points,
ties
and
up
we
the
are
game.
tied.
So now Laura Kelly, number 3.
All right, Laura, you
I knew
chose
a Star Wars, Abe. I'm very happy.
Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope. Have you seen the film?
Maybe once or
Okay.
twice.
All right. Then
Yeah, I
you
think she
should
knows
have.
a little bit about New Hope.
I'd still have trouble
You
with
would
this.
think so.
For 2 points and to retain 2-point lead over Andrew. On how many systems does Cornelius Evison claim to have a death sentence?
12.
I would have
13.
gotten that. Now that I read the whole thing, I would have gotten 12
I
systems.
was one off. I was
All
one
right,
off.
so
I
we go
think
back
13.
to Andrew.
That's half
here.
right.
Andrew, now you chose number 11, Andrew. Number 11. Vehicles, weapons, and
Oh,
technology.
this is a hard
All right, here you go.
one.
In The Last Jedi, what did Leia give to Rey so that she could find her way back
It's a
to the Resistance?
beacon, but is
Cloak
that
binary beacon.
That is correct for 3
Would
points.
they have accepted beacon?
All right, back to Laura Kelly.
And now Andrew does have a 1-point
they have
lead,
accepted
and
Beacon?
Laura
I
will
feel
be
like
asked her
they should have.
3-point question. Laura, you
Right?
selected number 15 for your 3-point question?
I'm sorry, Christina, I didn't hear you.
That's what I said. 5
Five.
is the way you selected, and it corresponds to the
Bacon. I said
universally
bacon.
acclaimed greatest Star Wars film in history, Return of the Jedi.
Bacon is
And
underrated.
your question. So 3 points in the lead. What type of ground vehicle was shown pulling up to the Endor landing platform in Return of the Jedi?
That's those questions. How do people know this?
5, 4.
Can you repeat the question, please?
I certainly can. You have 2 JT rules remaining. What type of ground vehicle was shown pulling up to the Endor landing platform in Return of the Jedi?
I don't know. I can see it on my head.
A speeder bike?
Incorrect. We're looking for an Imperial Walker, an AT-AT,
Uh,
walking up to the platform.
All
And so,
right,
Christian,
so here we are.
all of a sudden we find ourselves in a position where now we're going to stay with Laura for her 5-point
Oh,
question.
I
She
know
gets
which
it right.
scene they're
She's going
talking
to force
about.
Andrew to answer.
I knew what it was, but I didn't think it was right because I didn't think it was ground transport, but I guess it is.
I mean, Christian, if something does not fly or is in water, it's a land transportation.
All right, so here
You
you
could consider
I
your
don't
feet.
consider it a land transport.
Laura, you
but
selected number
I mean,
18.
I'm wrong,
for 5 points.
obviously.
You've never had one before?
That
I can get you a good deal.
corresponds to The Last
for-
Jedi.
Yeah, I can get you a good deal for it.
And your question for 5 points, and to force Andrew to answer his 5-pointer, what was the name of the First Order captain that was General Hux's right hand?
Is this
Phoebe.
wow?
Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew's going to have to answer his 5-point
Wow.
question.
What a battle we have. So Laura going to make
Wow.
Andrew earn it, or Laura Kelly will be going if Andrew misses this. What a match we have. 5-pointer. If Andrew hits it, he goes to play Alex Damon
this is a
for the
lot of,
title on December 7th. If he
lot of
misses,
stress here.
Laura Kelly will face Alex Damon. And you chose
Oh man.
number 19. Number 19, that is the Clone Wars movie.
Of course
The
it
Clone
is.
This is-
Wars movie.
I have thoughts about
All
this
right,
movie.
here you go. Clone Wars movie.
I've never seen it.
Zero's
You
assassin
can watch me get very drunk
failed
to
his
it
mission
on our
Where?
channel. What awful question. I mean, it's a good question.
Was
but
this the time you were drunk with John?
yeah, this is the movie that we got trashed.
3.
Are we going to
Good
show that
question.
to the baby?
Zero's
Yeah, we will.
assassin. Excuse me. Zero's assassin droid failed his mission to where?
Camino.
No, I don't remember much of this movie because I
Rumor
was
says
so trashed the last time I watched it. I refuse to watch it again.
3.
she was so
Question.
trash and she was pregnant at the
Zero's
time.
assassin
I wasn't
droid
pregnant
failed
yet.
his mission to where?
I don't know when you became pregnant, Kristen.
No,
It's-
by like a month, John. Or by a couple weeks. John's timing is a little off.
3.
Repeat the question.
Last one.
That was in October,
Zero's
right?
assassin droid failed his mission to where?
Were you looking for laptops?
We filmed the thing in like November, I think.
Dimalanta. We will find out very soon in 5.
The beginning of November before you left.
3, 2.
Don't got it.
And your winner, a new #1 contender, the Luminous.
That was a hard question. That was really hard.
You cannot believe it.
Wow.
That was really hard.
I mean, whoever missed
Yeah,
was
well,
gonna lose
it's a
in these
popular
kind of matches.
destination.
Especially those
There's a lot of
especially matches
corporate
is hard
restaurants there
to.
now, and that is where the drug was going, and that is all that separated as Laura. I mean, what a matchup by both competitors. I mean, you talk about Alex Damon being on top of the mountain right now.
Yeah,
He's
Alex
on
has got work cut out if he wants to keep
but I'll
that
tell you
belt.
what, Andrew or Laura, either one of them could give him a great run for his money and his belt. Laura's going to have that opportunity.
Those kind of matches usually get to
Hats off to both competitors.
maybe the
Job
three,
well done.
That was amazing.
the betting ground or the.
Andrew
speed
recovered
round.
because Andrew
Those
he
are
knew
equal.
that 2-1
Yeah.
thing. He just missed writing on the board, and he thought that was going to sink him.
Doesn't
But
really
then Laura missed her
make
3-pointer.
much difference,
And
but
then Andrew had the shot. They simply
either way,
just
he's got
couldn't pull it. Laura
some
Kelly
work
pulls
to
her
do here.
5-pointer. Better performance by both, but Laura Kelly takes the win. She's playing Alex Damon for the title. Unbelievable match there, Mark.
What an incredible display of Star Wars movie trivia know-how. And again, that's just one of the 5 matches that is going to be at the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Spectacular in downtown LA,
right?
December 7th. And the newest addition to the roster of
Do you wanna
competitors
take me?
is standing by with her own
No.
Jen Sturger. Jen, I imagine Laura is
I
feeling
can't. The tickets
pretty.
are sold out.
This is kind of like the end of A New Hope with the medal
No,
ceremony.
they're not.
Yeah, Mark, it's
Well, I'm
sort
not
of like the
paying for
medal
you to go.
ceremony at the end of New Hope, but there's a lot more alcohol involved. Is that a fireball?
It's Fireball, and I feel sort of rude that we don't have one for you. Do you want some?
I wasn't going to say anything, but,
I feel like my bad. Sorry.
Oh my god!
Congratulations are in order, Laura. Hell of
That's
a match.
gross.
Were you a little bit nervous though when you missed your
Firewall's
3-pointer?
nasty.
Oh, incredibly.
I
Yeah,
don't
because I
think-
missed my 3-pointer in April as well, and that I feel like that definitely took me down. So I thought this was about to be a repeat of that whole thing. So.
And but you were so cool and calm and collected out there even after that misstep. Tell me what you were thinking. Did you know his 5?
No, I did not. I did not know his.
Yeah,
name.
that
I mean,
was-
Jesus.
that was
Props to Andrew. I didn't know the
ridiculous
answer to that
question.
But no, I'm glad it looked calm and collected because I
Like
don't feel
anything
like
about that
even
movie
now.
is a 5-point question, honestly.
No, I mean, while you may have faced Andrew,
Who is the main
oh,
character?
You have to face Alex
Who
Damon,
knows?
and I don't know if you know what
That's
Alex
an
Damon's
awful
runs look like.
question.
Here.
There's
He's looked
more than
unbelievable.
one main
Are you a little
character in that
nervous
movie.
going into Spectacular?
Yeah, I'm incredibly nervous actually. This is that's gonna be something. I'm excited for the opportunity to do it. At some point somebody's got to take down Damon. It may not
Yeah,
be me, it
it's
may not
gotta
be
happen.
Andrew, but it's got to be somebody, and I'm excited to try.
How many
Hopefully we're
defenses
the
do we
first
have
of
so
the
far?
new generation of Star Wars
1,
competitors.
Just the one.
I mean, we're running out of questions
3,
at this point. We need them to make more. We need them to make more
I thought it was
movies
just the
before we
one.
can make this this division any bigger. But how do you
'Cause
prepare
he-
for someone like Alex
He
Damon?
won it from Ken.
God, I don't know. We
And
have
then
a
he
lot of help.
defended it
My
against
manager Alex and I
Grimshaw.
have a podcast where we do a lot of Star Wars trivia every just part of our.
There's only
episodes
been like a
doing
couple
Star Wars
matches.
trivia, pub trivia where there were
There's
no
only been
stakes,
3
and,
matches this year.
It was
Just alcohol, which is where the fireball comes in handy.
yeah, it's how we feel comfortable
Oh,
exactly.
well,
But I don't remember the question now.
How do you prepare for Alex Damon?
Oh, you don't. You just prepare yourself for slaughter. Yeah.
You watch his videos and
But you try really hard.
Well, that's a certainly optimistic outlook coming up to Spectacular, but best of luck to you. I think we're all rooting for you because we're excited to see new faces in the Star Wars function,
Yeah.
because for a long time it just seemed like
we
it was the
we
3
definitely
guys
need
playing each
more
other over and over and
competitors
over
in the
again.
league
So
because it's
welcome, and
still
we're
pretty
really excited to see you face
non-competitive.
Alex. So best of luck to you, and practice playing live because it's a little different. The
You guys
bartending.
defended it twice.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Definitely.
Who did you
Thank
defend
for
it from?
Back to you guys.
With,
All right, Laura
against
Kelly,
Ken in
taking that
Spectacular
victory.
last
Super
year.
excited. I don't think she's giving herself enough credit. I think she's a very
Right.
formidable opponent to Alex Damon.
I thought that's
As
when he
long
got
as
the belt.
She, does what she did in that first and second round. I mean, she's been able to hang. Now the difference is in the title match, she's now
No,
got to get used to that betting
Ken
round. She's got to get
loses
used to that
to
speed
Sam.
round. But
Then Sam back
she
here.
absolutely has a pretty
Oh,
good
you're
ability
right.
to take out.
He
teams
got
that
it.
she's focused
That
on.
I think
green
as far as
grass
study
match,
goes,
you're
I
right.
think she has the Star Wars movies down, and then
Well,
maybe take a
he
look
was
at
in
some
the number one
previous
contender
speed
match
rounds,
with
some previous
Ken
betting rounds, just to make
Simpson.
sure you have your wherewithal. But
And he
it's about
got it
answering
with
the
that
questions
back.
asked to you. You can't worry about your opponent.
Then
And
he
certainly
defended
what we
it
saw
against.
today was a formidable opponent for Laura Kelly and
Yes,
Andrew
he defended
Dimalanta, who
against
came up just short in today's number one contender matchup.
And
Ken
then
Sturger
Chicago.
has an interview
So
with
it's-
him.
A lot of heavy sighing back here. I can tell you're beating yourself up. Don't, okay? I don't know any of those answers.
Yeah, I had a stupid mistake in round one, not writing a single word or two down. But I saw an opening in the third round when she missed her 2-point question, or was it 3-point question? And like she said, it was like it's a repeat of what we did at Chicago. But I just couldn't pull that last one. I just couldn't capitalize on that opportunity, and it's just something that, and of course, it's the Will of the Force. It's the Clone Wars movie, and I have to give it to Laura. She's a hell of a competitor. It's always great to see new blood in the Schmoedown and in this division that's so like tight knit. So.
But you bring up an excellent point during your match, and that is that it's so hard when there's so much to cram into one of these matches and they're so detailed. It's hard to distinguish sometimes between the books and the movies.
Yeah, that was something it's another thing I saw in opening on. It's like, well, since it's like, there are other movies out there in that, were canon, or the books that were canon or before, now they're strict, they're legends now. And,
I mean, you're basically speaking Spanish to me right now. You know that, right?
Yeah, no, sorry.
Yes,
But like,
someone.
it's like there are certain things that were one way before, but now since the new canon, the Disney era, they had to change things with all these other books. So it's like, where do you draw the line? It's like, it said there's one thing that happens in the movies, but then it gets retconned in the book because now it's this. So it's like, so this is the movie trivia Schmoedown. So it's like, I see my opening there. Let me just poke the bear a little bit, see what happens. And it was a fair ruling. So I just deal with it. So
well, tough loss today, but I'm sure this is not the last we've seen of you. Nothing to hang your head about. Absolutely, like I said.
Schmoedown is like kind of
absolutely not. I want my shot again.
Like,
I mean,
there's many things
I ran
that.
into Laura again.
Oh,
and,
they are
I
not
did
seeing the film.
Out a little bit by
Yeah,
one
they
point back
shouldn't
in
include
Chicago.
stuff that's
She got
not
her revenge.
in the movie.
Schmoedown's all about redemption.
But like
There's
a ship, let's
Wilcon
say you
section
don't know the
for
name of the ship,
celebration.
but
Most
like based on
likely we'll be
on
back
a
for that
book
one, so
you
I'm
have to
definitely
buy, what's
I
the
like your
name of the
attitude
ship.
so much. Thank you so much for playing today, and best of luck to you in the future. Hope to stick around.
All right, so Jen Sturger talking to Andrew Dimalanta.
Yeah, but
I agree with Jen. Great
ship is
spirit
in the
there by the
movie.
kid
It's
there.
named.
And
It's just not
it's one of
like
these
in the
things,
credits.
man. I think he's right. Celebration, there is a chance, and because the Star Wars division is so small, that an 0-2 record in singles could hurt you, right? Not in Star Wars, because he's shown what he knows. He shows he can hang. He shows that he could be there with the best, and he has time now until August when Celebration is.
He can
to
rewatch
get that
the
shot.
Clone Wars a couple
Well, Laura
times.
Kelly can focus on December 7th when she does
I
have that
bet
shot
you if he has
against Alex.
watched
Yeah,
it,
that's right. Andrew's
he
0-2 might
has
be the
seen
best
it
looking
at
0-2
least
I've
10
ever
times
seen in the
since
history of
day
the movie
before
trivia
this match.
Schmoedown. And for
Probably.
Laura, you're right. Her future is a little more immediate
Probably.
because she's going up against Alex very shortly here. And with that matchup live, I mean, it's going to be a 5-round barn burner. I think Alex, who finally won his own event at DragonCon this year, he's coming off a big victory
he finally
in his
won
own right.
that.
So
he's,
two big
he's,
victories that
riding
Laura and
high.
Alex have enjoyed recently. Only one can take home that Star Wars championship at the end of the year.
And it's going to be a great match. We got 4 titles. They're all on the line. And if you look at the cards so far, what we know, we have Ben Bateman versus Bibiani. The finals of the tournament will be happening.
And then whoever wins that goes for the thing.
Whoever will face
whoever
Oyama
wins
at
that
the end of the night
is going to be
Star
so
Wars title
tired.
is on the line. It will be on the line against Laura Kelly, Alex Damon, and then the Inner Geekdom Championship.
Good time for an ad, I tell you.
Kevin Smets.
Right at the end of the, like at the exact end of the video. What a place for an ad.
At the beginning of the year, Viviani tweeted that he knows that he has never been to like a spectacular or a collision or something like that.
Get your tickets now.
And he said he was trying to change that this year. He did.
You can't be there in person. You can watch it live on the live stream. Going to Schmoedownlive.com or be a $10 patron. But we're doing this
potentially
year,
twice,
where all the fans can not only hang out with
or
us,
3 times if he goes for teams. Oh my God!
Bring your
what
hand
if he wins
sanitizer, because I
teams?
don't wash these puppies after every usage.
He's gonna be a tired
We're
fella.
going to have all the competitors there. There'll be Schmoedown memorabilia. All the belts will be there. We'll have so much fun as a Schmoedown fan that it will be a mini Schmoedown con that you guys can get tickets for right now. The Schmoedownlive.com. Tickets are almost sold out, so please go and get them.
Ken Knapsack will be selling 7-Eleven taquitos just outside of the venue. Christian, great match here today. Make sure you guys check us out in podcast form wherever you enjoy podcasts. Subscribe right here to the YouTube channel, and don't forget about the Schmoes Entertainment Network and the bevy of shows that we now have available on an almost daily basis. That's Christian Harloff. I'm Mark Ellis saying thank you, good night, and live long and prosper.
Right franchise, yeah, that's the right one. That's the right franchise. All right, I think that's it. By gum, it is. All right, so that was the match. It was delightful. It was almost perfect across the board. I mean, for both competitors, which you have to be in the Star Wars League, pretty much. If you're not perfect, don't show up because you aren't taking the belt from Alex if you're not going to be perfect. Which is sad, but accurate, 100% accurate. So, Abe, what did you think about this match? Because I'm honestly just kind of shocked at the level of competitiveness that these two people have.
Kristen, I think there's no surprise here that they have this knowledge, considering they were selected for this number one contender match. And I think if they were competitors, I will live a little bit. We knew a little bit more of them. We will call it this one of the best matches of the year. Like honestly, three persons were missed, and one was half missed, and it was incredible. I'm happy I'm right. I was right, and you were wrong.
Yeah, usually that's how you feel when I'm wrong about this.
Yeah, because my mom is named Laura.
Well, obviously that's why she won. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad about the outcome. I was fine with either of them winning. I just have more of a connection to Andrew because we've talked more. So I, wish he would have won just because.
Do you win karaoke with him?
Hmm?
Do you win to karaoke with him?
I honestly don't know what you just said.
Okay, forget it.
Perfect. I will. Since I don't know what you said, it'll be real easy to do. But no, I mean, him and his wife are great, and I wish that they were going to be at Spectacular. They could still be there. I don't know, but I wish that he was playing at Spectacular. But Laura's great. I think that it's great to have the representation of more females in the Schmoedown in general, but specifically in the Star Wars League, where we've not really had a female competitor who's come in to shake things up. It's been a boys' club so far, so it's great. I'm really excited to see what she does, and in either case, she's got a lot of work to do to get ready for Damon because that man's a machine. Yeah, he's a machine. So that's it for the reaction. I'm super excited to see this go down at Spectacular. It's going to be a great match. Abe, where can we find you online?
You can find me on Twitter at AbrahamF25, where I don't tweet anything. You can find me on Instagram at AbrahamFlores25, where I'm supposed to post food, but I don't because I'm in an apartment where I don't have anything else to cook with. Well, I have things to cook, but I don't have the stuff I usually use. And please don't add me on Facebook if you don't know me.
Perfect.
You care about your life, and you shouldn't care about my life either.
Yeah, there you go. You can find me at Smith_K10, the number, not the word, on Twitter, Instagram, and Stardust, even though I don't post anything on Stardust. You also might find me right here in the channel, Take 3, hosting the Take 3 Reactors Summit, where we react to all things Schmoedown. What?
It's Take 3 Reactors Summit. Take 3 Schmoedown Reactors Summit.
It's too much words. It's too many words. Ain't nobody got time for too many
words.
You
I didn't name the show. You know who named the show?
It wasn't me. It was some guy in Kangaroo Land who named the show.
I know.
I'm just saying, it's too many words. Ain't nobody got time for that many words.
I know.
Well, it's a Take 3 Reactor Summit. That's what I'm going to call it every single time I call it, and I don't care. Everyone knows what we're talking about. We're talking about Schmoedown. Yeah, it's great. We talk about all the stuff that happened in the Schmoedown. We have every once in a while a guest on to talk about their matches. We just had an interview with Tom Dagnino last week or a couple days ago, and we got a couple more interviews coming up that are going to be pretty excited. So keep an eye out for those. Keep an eye out for the summit.
Can we tease this week's guest?
No, because he's ghosted me before when I've asked if he's ready to show up. So we'll see. He's a great guy. You'll see who it is if he shows up for the interview. And then you'll know that he ghosted me. That nice guy. All right, so that's I hope he watches. He won't, but I hope he does. All right, so that's all we got. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like, comment on the original Schmoedown video. It's good for algorithms. Everyone loves a good algorithm. And that's all we got. So have a good day, guys. Take care.